First coat of prime, just to get the paint to stick. That's what it's looking like. Still time to go around the whole car. I already scratched it up with some 320, some 400 to make it smooth, degreaser, all kinds of stuff. Maybe tape a little bit more things. Let's keep going.
Esta mujer no sabe nada de mecánico, pero es bien buena.
Hi. Anybody in there?
There, talk again.
Put on the first layer base coat, kind of just laying it on there to make something, you know, real light, something for the second coat. That's where I'm gonna cake it. But this is the color. It's called Matte Fire Red. No runs, no drips, no errors, whatever that means. I'm sure if you continue spraying it, you're gonna drip. And then after about 2-3 coats, we're gonna hit it with this, finalize it with that. I got 3 of these.
That's 2K, right?
2-part. It's got the hardener, so it's gonna really give it that. You know, I don't have to wait freaking all day. This is the second coat. This is about the time where you kind of wish that you would have taken the extra time to grind off some of those seams. Yeesh. This humongoid seam. But hey, the idea was just to get some color on it, make it work, just paint it, bring it back up to shape. Because everything is put into the hood, and yeah, this would have taken a little bit extra time to make it look that much better, but no, I plan to just pretty much thrash on this car, so spending the extra time so that I can be at places where I can pop my hood so people can say it looks extra pretty, I'll be okay with. It looks alright. So yeah, this is the second coat. Let's get that third coat, and that should be the final. Alright, this is the third coat. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it looks really nice. Time to get the clear. I think I'm going to need to mask this up a little bit better for that. It's been like 10 minutes, and I put the second coat, and just look at the way it shines it up. Real nice. Very nice. Here we go. I'm going to do this slower. Damn, look at that already. I can see a little bit of dirt and shit getting in there, so I'm gonna have some buffing to do, but hell yeah. Let's get it. This is the final look. I just wish there was better lighting. This is 2 cans of primer, 2 cans of base, and 2 cans of clear. Ultimately, altogether, I got about 3 coats of primer, 3 for base, 2 real good coats of clear, and then like just spray the last 15% of the clear in spots that I thought could use a little more because there was still some left. This is what it looks like. Well, that'll work. Oh yeah, so here we are. The weather is great. Believe it or not, it's like 80 degrees. And let me tell you, here in the lower valley, South Texas, that's winter for us. Not to mention, it just rained, so that little freshness from the rain breeze. Anyhow, so here we are. We went ahead and lowered the motor. We're gonna go ahead and mock up the engine just so that I could know how far to extend all the wiring that I'm gonna do. I'm running it through the inside. So we'll be back with that. Just wanted to show you the progress of where we are. It's really hard for me to record while I'm working, so that's the reason for the skips. But yeah, this is where we are. This is what it is. Kind of notch a little paint off. No biggie. Here we go. one that I'm thinking is pretty cool is this. This is called the Boost Master Cylinder Delete, but what's really cool about this one is that it lets you keep the stock master cylinder. Stock master cylinder, it's like angled, and you have to buy the other one that's up and down for most of them. But this one, it utilizes the 2 bolts. So you notice it has 4. The top left and the bottom right are like the studs. Those are what go through there, and then here's where the stock master cylinder bolts on, so you actually have all 4 for the inside. And then it comes with the extension that you're going to need to connect the push rod or whatever, so you can make it a little longer. And then here are the other 2 bolts, here are the studs. So let's get into a little bit more detail. Let me hook it up. Whew, so I'm calling it a day right here. Ultimately, all together, all nice and straight, but I threw them in here. Got about 8 connectors, and that was some pretty tedious work. But in the end, all worth it. So let's pack up. We'll be back another day. So this is where we are. Got everything laid out. It's all the fuel injectors over there. I wrote on them so I wouldn't lose the timing or whatever. So yeah, let's route everything through the firewall. Test fit it. Alright, this is a small recap on where we're at. You can see that I had the proportioning valve here. It's no longer there. So basically what I did is, if you'll come underneath the EG with me and look at all my slobber, the lines ran through here, the 2 brake lines. So I removed all these little clips and I separated them. And as you can see, I bend it over to this side. I just had to remove this fuel line, bend it over to this side, and I ran it inside the exhaust tunnel. And then I kind of just zip tied it to the original exhaust holder, and then I'm bending it up into my engine bay via this little hole that's here. Now normally, I don't know if I'd recommend to do it this way because the exhaust goes through here, but I run just a downpipe. Like the downpipe literally just goes down and then cuts right here, so it just shoots down. So I guess this is okay. So you see I bend it in there through here and it's out of the way. It's towards the side, so I don't think it'll get in the way when I'm shifting. And then yeah, my fuel lines stay intact. So I guess you could say I still retain that. So basically, let's go inside. What I'm gonna do is the proportion valve will go somewhere there. Maybe put a self-tap through it. And then of course, like a lot of videos y'all can see on YouTube where you're gonna run the front brake and somehow come through somewhere here so it can come out inside the fender well. And then these 2, well of course these will just connect right up in there, which are here. I'm gonna cut them because there's way too much length. And then once you put the little center armrest deal, it's gonna hide it, you know, pretty nice. But usually you want it to come out through the fender, like somewhere like through right here. That way it just comes and goes right there. So, and then I got all the pieces that I need. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna come out through here, somehow go down towards the wall and come in somewhere here. Right there, here, I don't know, somewhere, so that it's kind of convenient to go into the engine bay too. And this is where we are with the wires. Pretty much the loom comes all the way up to the back of the engine, and then from there I have all the extended pieces, fuel injectors, which will come in over, probably loop around like this or something, and tidy it up, but yeah, progress. Let's go.